Hello to all. Today I'm going to be talking about journaling and how amazing I'm finding it. Now, I'm not a doctor, a psychiatrist, a social worker or a mental health nurse. I did find out about journaling through them, and this is just how I'm managing it. So previously, if you'd said journaling to me, I thought it was all just daily Dear Diary, which that is one way, but there is so much more out there. I actually have 3 journals that I use daily, and I'm going to show you what each one is about. Journal number 1. Now this is the one I actually use the most. I call it a scrap journal. I've only been journaling for about 5 months and I've actually already gone through 3. I'm halfway through my 4th, and the reason for that is anything and everything goes in here. Whether it's a plan for a holiday that I'm never going to get to go on, it's a monthly budget, meal planning, or something important from phone calls, bitching and ranting about my parents, or even there's a zombie movie plot in one of these. I watched a lot of zombie movies on Amazon Prime, some better than others, so I decided to put a zombie movie plot in there. Journal number 2. So this is my food log and my good, bad and tomorrow. I only started this about 2 months ago, but I've already filled up 1 and I'm actually on to my 2nd. So just to show you what that's about, let's pick December 5th. I had a cup of tea, a large flapjack, another cup of tea, half of a gluten-free pizza with loads of cheese, mushrooms, bacon and more cheese, sweet potato fries, 2 large griddled corn and 2 glasses of wine. So it's literally just a log. It's not a I have to eat this, I have to do that. It's just what I ate. I will say I do have a disclaimer at the front. If it says tea, I can guarantee there is far more cups than stated. I just lose track of tea. I drink it an insane amount. So we've got the food log on the left. On the right hand side we have the good, the bad and tomorrow. So back to December 5th. The good was I relaxed and helped Mama P with dinner. The bad was I still haven't tidied my room. And tomorrow was just to shower. Quite simple. It's not mind exploding difficulty. It's just something to do for tomorrow. If I'm having a really off day, then I will always make sure I find one little thing that will be good. Just one little thing. I'll rant and rave as much as I like on bad, but one little thing counts. With tomorrow, it doesn't matter what you put. Obviously I shower, but I don't actually do what I put for tomorrow, like 80% of the time. But it just gets me thinking about tomorrow. And if I'm having an absolutely awesome day, I don't bother to think about something negative. There's no point trying to follow negativity. Last but not least, we have journal number 3. Now this is a bit more of a traditional bullet journal. However, there are lots of different ways to do bullet journals. There is a huge community online, lots of groups on Facebook. So I'm going to show you how I deal with bullet journaling and do it over 1 month. So my journals always start with something cute, a nice little cute title. We're going to be looking at February. So I've got my title, and then it goes on to what would be called a monthly. So this is my monthly. It's got things like physio and dentist. It's exactly the same that you would find in a normal diary. It's just pretty. After that we move on to habits. I have meds because I'm epileptic, but I take my meds and everything's good. Surveys, steps, I don't really do anything, so my steps are never really filled in. And I use this for mental health as well, so we put moods. Now I track my moods every single day. I have approximately 6 areas that I track. I don't just have, it was good, it was bad, I felt sad. This is my little cheat sheet, if it works. My cheat sheet has 6 areas, and then in those 6 areas I have kind of 4 different things. So it's everything from like super excitable to really anxious and stressed. On the other side of that, there's just little extras. These little extras are things like have a specialty tea, bake something, relax with a bath. So it's not actually something important, but if I'm stuck for something to do and I want a little bit of a mental boost, I just go and have a look at my little extras. I try and make sure I do all of these throughout the month at some point. Then we move on to brain dump. Now my brain dump is very similar to what I put in my scrap journal, but it's very much just one-liners. So when it comes to it, it's red wine tastes good, but it makes me feel like trash. And then red wine is not the enemy. You didn't die at the dentist. I'm petrified of the dentist, so I have to take my comfy with me. I don't care. To date right, you need... I'm not Yoda. It's supposed to be you need to date right. I just didn't write it properly. Tinder sucks. And then after brain dump, we move on. This is what's just called a weekly. Again, you would find this in any other diary. I just draw nice pretty patterns. All stolen off Pinterest. I'm about as original as Magnolia. And then here we've got more details on those little things that I put on monthlies. So we've got times, and it just keeps going. Just simple weeklies, simple drawings. Once we get to the end of the month, we have Rachel's Roundup. Now this is nearly exactly the same every month. The only thing that might change is the facts and figures. That's because I might be tracking different habits. Generally they're the same, but I make little pie charts and it looks really cute and colour coordinated. After facts and figures, we have fun or flop. So fun or flop is just little things like I really enjoyed going for a walk with a friend, or I got really annoyed because I didn't order something on Amazon and then it said that it was out of stock and it's still not in stock. Not that I'm bitter. And then underneath that we have my mood simplified. So I take all the information from the mood on my habit day, I total up what it was, and then I write a percentage for how either excited or frustrated or anxious I was. So some months I might have a really good month and some months might not be so great, but I'll just be able to see it percentage wise on my roundup. Counts, super simple, super self-explanatory, again colour coded. Just makes me think about what I'm spending money on, how to budget a bit better, and if I buy junk food, I have to write junk food, so I don't buy junk food as much, so I don't have to write it down. Then at the bottom, spent and saved, if I actually save anything. Lots of these are often done at the end of the month or halfway through the next month. Then at the very end, we have February points to consider. These are a little bit more serious, so it's more like if I had a doctor's appointment and I need to follow up with something, or something big has happened and I need to make sure it gets noted. Not much has happened in February, so not much is going to be put in there. And then that's just March with a different theme. I find all of these absolutely fantastic. I find the scrap journals amazing to help me de-stress, stop my mind running around in circles and just relax a little bit. I really enjoy just taking the time out to do the drawings for my bullet journal, and I will be honest, Journal 2 is mostly used as a coaster, but it only takes a minute to fill in, so it's a pretty useful coaster. As I said, I'm not a professional. I found out about it from a professional, but if you do look online, there is a huge correlation between journaling and mental health. So just give it a try. If you do look online, there is often so much of, you have to do it this way, or, do it whatever. Just take it with a grain of salt. Pinch of salt? Pinch of salt. Take it as a pinch of salt. Find what works for you. When I first started trying all of this, I did a draw a day, so it looks awesome. I actually painted it because I like painting, and as it was going through, it became a burden. As cool as it looks, I just started hating it. I wasn't doing it, and there's no point doing something you don't enjoy. So just give it a try and see how you feel. Nobody says you have to keep it up. As always, thank you for listening, stay safe, and I'll see you real soon. What did I miss out?